The numbers we use are Hindu-Arabic numerals. That is, in Hindu-Arabic numerals, we use the symbols 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to 9. That is, all numbers we use are the constituents of 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. 9. For example, how many fingers do we have? 10. That is, 10 is a combination of 1 and 0. That is, the symbols used 1 and 0. Okay. This is the Hindu-Arabic numerals. One of the early system of writing numerals is a Roman numeral, system of Roman numerals. In this system, we use the symbols I, V, X, L, C, D and M. 7 symbols are used for writing Roman numerals. These symbols represents I for 1, V for 5, X for 10, L 50, C 100, D 500, M 1000. For writing Roman numerals, we use certain rules. According to certain rules, we can write Roman numerals. These rules are: first one, a symbol cannot be repeated more than 3 times. A symbol cannot be repeated more than 3 times. That is, if I is repeated, I is possible, but 4 times I is not possible. A symbol cannot be repeated more than 3 times. The symbols V, L and D can never be repeated. That is 5, 5 or 5, 5, 5 is not possible. Similarly, L and D can never be repeated. The second rule is, if a symbol is repeated, its value is added as many times as it occurs. For example, if X is repeated 3 times, X represents 10. So, its value is obtained by adding 10 3 times. If a symbol is repeated, X is repeated here, its value is added. The value of X is 10. Its value is added as many times as it occurs. It occurs 3 times. So, 10 plus 10 plus 10 equal to 30. So, X represents the number 30. Another example is I. Here, I repeats 2 times. The value of I is 1. I represents 1. So, it is obtained by adding 1 2 times. I occurs 2 times. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. This represents 2. The third rule is, if a symbol of a smaller value is placed to the right of a symbol of greater value, its value gets added to the value of the greater symbol. For example, here 5 V I equal to, here the value of V is 5, value of I is 1. Here the smaller value, that is 1, is placed to the right of 5, right of greater value 5. In this case, we add the smaller value to the value of greater. Here V represents 5. So, 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 8. Here, XV. V represents 5, X represents 10. That is, the smaller value 5. 5 is placed to the right of greater value, symbol of greater value. So, we can add this. That is, X represents 10, 10 plus V represents 5, 10 plus 5 equal to 15. This numeral represents 15. Okay. The next rule is, if a symbol of a smaller value is written to the left of a symbol of greater value, its value is subtracted from the value of greater symbol. For example, here IV. I represents 1. V represents 5. That is, the symbol of smaller value. Where is the symbol of smaller value here? To the left of symbol of greater value. In this case, we subtract the smaller value from the greater value. That is, greater value is 5. 5 minus I represents 1 equal to 4. This represents 4. Next example, XL. L represents 50. X represents 10. That is, 10 is the smaller value. It is at the left of L, 50. If smaller value is at the left, we subtract from this from larger value. That is 50 minus 10 equal to 40. Okay.